Stop acting like this business don't matter to you because you were on Twitter using multiple burners to try to boost your fucking name up at the discretion of your friends. So therefore, you're worried about business as well.
Recently, Plaqueboymax went on stream to talk about one of his friends that was acting really weird, that being Tae2smooth, who created multiple burner accounts to talk about a friend that was helping him in his career, and all of a sudden is acting like the complete victim after being confronted by not only Max's community, but all of Faye's and even outsiders. But I'm gonna start from the very beginning for anyone that's unaware with who even is Tae2smooth and Plaqueboymax if you've never heard of them.
Now he needs to find another immunity to
Thanks for the subs.
What?
No, he's
Oh man. Oh man. Chat.
No way, there's no way. Yo, I'm sorry.
You need to tell me if I do some stuff.
Yo, that's not funny. That's not funny. That's not funny.
Are you dead?
Timestamps in the description along with in parts of the video if you need them. Plaqueboymax is a well-known streamer who's a part of the streaming group FaZe Clan. He got to start doing a bunch of different type of content. The main one that sticks and a lot of people probably know him for is his music content, whether it's reactions in the booths now or even just having song wars. A lot of people are tuning into whatever he does. Max becoming as big as he is and growing as fast as he did made him want to bring up other friends that he had, one of those friends being Tae2smooth. The only issue is Tae2smooth is pretty awkward when it comes to being on stream, at least to the chat or any other audience on the internet. From TikTok clips to Twitter clips to Instagram clips, the only thing people talk about when they bring him up is making fun of him, his size, the way he acts, how the girls talk to him. It's never anything positive.
Nah, come here, come here.
Hey, how'd your fat break that? Hey.
Now let's be nice. Why? Yo, Cinco, why you letting your guests violate my bro like this? Like, you feel me? Come on, this bullying, bro. That's up. Cause you know he that big as.
Now, I'll be honest, obviously Max did participate in some of the jokes that he made when Tay was on stream, but at the same time, he also tried to tell him to protect his image because he is connected to Max's brand. But I guess all of that was in vain because Tae2smooth actually got exposed. That's the big thing. He was on a burner, not only talking bad about Max, but just talking bad about other people in general while also hyping himself up. And this wasn't just a one burner thing. This was a multiple burner thing that he even originally lied about.
Oh nah, Max gotta get back. Anyone that doesn't know who this girl is, it doesn't matter. Don't worry. Regardless, if this was not Tay's IG account, it would say follow or following right here or follow back. If this was not Tay's IG account, his would not pop up first without having to search his name. Cause here's the thing, when you backdoor, you gonna get caught if you a dumb Tay, you're a dumb. I'ma just keep it a buck. Max a L man's in this situation, bro, trying so hard to cover up the fact he's a promiscuous womanizer. Mind you, he's saying this while I pay for his flight out here. He living in the crib I got. This, bro, what's the point of this? So you telling me you talk in my house about me, calling me a promiscuous womanizer, and then you gonna go on TikTok saying you don't got a song with Plaqueboymax though.
I'm gonna be honest, finding out what friend you put on is actually sneak dissing you, not only on multiple burners, but in your own crib when you're trying to push his content or just help him out in general, is not only messed up, but also just weird overall. That's all you can call Tae2smooth, is a complete weirdo, because he goes out of his way to do this on multiple burners accounts while his friend already flew him out and is literally helping him in every way possible. Yes, he gets cloud on. Yes, he is a punching bag sometimes, but at the end of the day, he is a grown man that could talk to them off stream if he feels like it's truly a problem, or walk away from the situation if he feels like something is happening. Like, people are gonna put your own feelings over the stream and stuff, especially if they're actually cool with you. And a lot of people are probably sitting there looking at those tweets and being like, oh, they're either not that bad, or how do you even know that this is Tay? Well, I'm gonna show you the reason for why it's Tay, and then I'm gonna show you some more tweets that he made that get even worse.
Bro, this gotta be faulted. There's no way, bro. Same email and number. Looking through the com, you guys are very funny, but all the love in the end of the day. Y'all want me to stream more with Tay? Yeah, y'all a W couple. No, not a couple. I'm single. He's cool. Give him a chance. How are you getting done on your brother, mother? With Max so heavy, I'll just say this. It's time to go back to the basics. The segment where he used to be in calls with Batty Hub used to be so entertaining. He barely does drag. Never does song wars with his boys. Just tell me this. Yo, this is weird as going on. But regardless, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna look past it as the bro. But you a snake too?
The common sense thing with a lot of people I saw defending Tay for these actions is the fact that Tay is a punching bag to everyone. And if you watch Max stream or even seen any clips of Tay before this whole incident, you would know he definitely is. But sometimes he quite literally just brings it on himself. And I'm gonna repeat this is a grown man. If he felt this way, he could have literally talked to them offline, said something, or again just got up and left. And in some of the clips you'll see of him doing certain things, he literally does it to himself. Like there's a clip of this Asian girl feeding him a watermelon, and that is just odd. And that's something that got clipped by Fearbuck and a lot of big Twitter pages, and they don't clip it as Tae2smooth got a watermelon fed to him. They're gonna clip that as Max's best friend got a watermelon fed to him by some random girl. So obviously people are gonna look at him and be like, dang, you're not only a detrimental friend overall, but you're just a detriment in general, because you probably just don't respect yourself to change. Like genuinely, it seems like this man has an embarrassing kink or something like that. Like he just likes getting embarrassed. But obviously from this conflict will come people wanting to talk to Tay, and that's what Max did recently. Literally yesterday he was in a Discord call with Tay trying to go over why he would do any of this. I'm just gonna go over some of the highlights and the most important parts, like that incident I literally just talked about.
But I've attached you to my brand. When you let women feed you watermelon, that tarnishes my brand. It literally got posted by Fearbuck. Plaqueboymax friend Tae2smooth eats watermelon. Gang, that's all attached to my name. This outside of just being a friendship, us streaming together, we do business. It's facts. We do business. So because we stream together, we do business. Like that happens, it's attached to my name. I'm just keeping a buck. That's facts. I'm telling the truth. And if you're not ready for that, then that's cool. Gang, stop acting like this business don't matter to you because you were on Twitter using multiple burners to try to boost your fucking name up at the discretion of your friends. So therefore, you're worried about business as well. So stop acting like you tight ass.
That's not business.
That
That's
is business. So stop acting like it's not. You're acting like a child, bro.
That's the truth.
Like, come on, gang. And you know what else is true?
Everything
that you doing like that make 5-star look like some hoes.
In all truthfulness, Tae2smooth throughout his entire interview with Max when talking about it seemed like he was just trying to victimize himself and make it seem like it wasn't really his fault. His main points literally being that he is the punching bag of the group, which Max even does acknowledge and apologizes for. But at the end of the day, you're still a grown man making 20 different burner accounts to not only hype yourself up but to talk bad about your friends. What type of grown man does stuff like that, especially to somebody that's helping you outside of streaming, on streaming, putting you around people to achieve your dream that a lot of people would not be able to do. A lot of people aren't going to get this chance. I don't want to seem like I'm just a Max D rider, but honestly, when you look at the situation, it's not surprising why Tay is here. He was already kicked out of 2 other communities as well, that being I'm Dante, another big streamer, and YRG, who is Your Rage Gaming, who is another streamer. And now he's getting kicked out of Plaqueboymax's community, which is just a pattern of you being a complete idiot, weirdo, and a loser.
So like imagine what that does to a person over the course of 3 years being a punching bag by the whole group. All I want to do is be treated just like everybody else. You don't talk to anybody else in the group the way you talk to me, or you don't make anybody else in the group seem the way you make me seem. But of course it's because of my own actions and I've done some crazy shit, bro. But regardless if it's my bro, I'm not gonna sit here and say some crazy, like not crazy, but I've never just sat and made you seem like a clown, even though like I'll be like, hi, you stink during the stink, or like the lazy eye, the airline. But like, I would never like make you the butt of any joke because I see everybody as that. I want everybody to go crazy, but it's like, bro, this is doing me crazy. I'm gonna try to get some, like, you feel me? I'm gonna vent and say how I feel about it.
I have a question.
I'm gonna be honest, the main points he's saying everybody truly does agree with. Tay was a punching bag and everybody did treat him differently. If Tay was on the screen, people in chat would spam get Tay off the screen. If Tay was doing anything, people would basically just talk bad about him. So it makes sense from his perspective why he just seems like a complete punching bag, because he literally is. But I don't think anybody is arguing that point with him. What he doesn't understand is the way he went about venting his feelings. Making multiple burner accounts not only hype yourself up, but to also DM your friends is just what's weird about it. You should have either came on chat, came on Twitch, told them to stop, told them you're not doing that, or literally just talk to your own mans and told them, yo, seriously, this stuff is getting to me. I don't know if I want to do this. Like, it's just the route he went about doing everything. If he truly felt this way, everybody's understanding why he did. Especially if you showed up to any stream where Tay was at and you looked at the chat at any point in time he was on the screen, you would understand why he would probably hate being on Max's stream or hate appearing there, because it's nothing but hate towards towards him all the time. So I'm not going to take that away from him, but it's all about what you do afterwards. I don't think you get massive amounts of hate that you don't like and then go and make 20 different burner accounts to talk bad about your friends and then be like, yo, Tay is this, Tay is so nice, Tay is that, when you're talking about yourself. That is just where the weirdo and loser behavior comes from.
We either gonna talk like men and we gonna have a real convo where we straight up or we're not. I already told you I apologize for making you feel crazy, but you're saying now stop acting. I love you though, bro. I do. Like outside of all this, bro, you feel me? You know I really wanted good for you, and I hope you do great. But yeah, if us not being friends is all you get out of that is maybe this is a blessing, then go ahead, bro. Not gonna lie, just keeping it real. But yeah, but I appreciate you, bro. And thank you for keeping it real with me. I don't need to look at no more of the tweets, but.
Even when the call was actually over and the things were settled, Max said he doesn't want Tay in his community anymore, still hyping him up, telling him, hey, I do want the best for you, but the best can just not be around me. And this was kind of the same sentiment that a lot of people gave Tay, because they do find his actions really weird. They can understand his side and where he's coming from, but again, the way he went about it was just terrible. Most people would see that and be like, all right, Tay's just gonna move on. He's just gonna have to go about his life, not talking about Max, doing his own thing, because drama is one thing that's just gonna go away after a while. Honestly, even after I made this video a week later, people probably wouldn't even be talking about the situation. But unfortunately for him, once Max left the call, he wanted to have an ego and talk bad about him while still on stream.
At least I don't gotta go to Turkey to get a new hairline though. You feel me? That's a plus though. I didn't get the 5-star curse. Niggas just wanted to run up numbers off my name. I'm seeing it now. I ain't gonna lie. I just went through Twitch. Nah, I got niggas booming. Thanks to Tay, huh? I ain't gonna lie. Even after being exiled, I'm still low-key carrying niggas. Say I could expose you. I said I would never say anything crazy because you were talking about how I know this and I know that. But I would never say anything crazy about you. Enough to never like expose what his real, like, you feel me? His real, like, I would never expose this nigga's real.
Bro, you just said all of that.
Okay. You just asked me what I mean by that though.
No, yeah, so I'm asking. Like,
so you're just gonna believe a clip, but can you go back to the beginning of my stream when I said, and see now I'm laughing in my face. It's all good, bro.
You just said that. Like, Tay, you just said that. Like, I just watched you.
Why are you trying to? Why are you trying to make it seem like
you didn't?
What did I not say?
Are you trying to say the clip's AI?
What clips are AI, nigga? I'm not saying the clip is AI. I said I would never expose you.
I'm gonna be honest. Overall, Tae2smooth in my eyes is just good intentions with terrible execution. He was over here being the punching bag for not only 5-star Max's community, but basically every single FaZe member's community. Just talking bad about him, taking his girl, doing whatever they wanted to him to make him the butt of the joke. And honestly, that will get to a person after a while. We have too many cases where internet comments and drama and all that can cause a person to literally lose it. They're not all gonna be as strong as the streamers or content creators you see on the platform. Some people really do get upset over these comments and it will affect them. And if that was happening to him, it makes sense why he would be upset. Now, the execution is where you lose me. Making the burner accounts, talking bad about your friends on top of trying to hype yourself up. If you just sat and had a conversation with them, I feel like it honestly all could have been resolved. And if you do have that conversation, they still keep doing that, then in your eyes, Tay, you would know those aren't your real friends and you would need to move away from them. But if you never have that conversation to begin with, they can't start moving differently because they can never know that you're upset about the situation in the first place. You just keep taking it, laughing about it, and even talking about the clips yourself, and even helping with some of the clips as well. So it just keeps making it worse and worse. And honestly, I understand Max's POV, because going out of your way to help somebody that you see as a genuine friend and then finding out they've been talking bad about you for months on months, and even doing it while they're literally in the exact same room as you, just makes them seem like a complete weirdo, because they are, and a literal loser that you would not want around you. But at least that's how I feel. If you want to tell me how you feel, the best way to know would be the comment section down below. This video is unfortunately over, but if you did enjoy this video, maybe consider giving it a like, and if you enjoy content like this, maybe consider subscribing, because I post like this every single week. And I never miss out on a single upload. If you hit that bell icon, because you'll be notified the millisecond a video goes live. That's enough for me. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace out.